everyone, welcome to Shell's Kitchen. I'm Shells and this is my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a wild mushroom and potato gratin. It's a little bit more of a complicated and lengthy recipe, so if you have like about an hour to an hour and a half, then this recipe is for you. This is something that I've created along the way. I love mushrooms and I love potato cheesy dishes, so especially in the wintertime you want to eat something like a little bit more comforting, so that's kind of why I made this recipe. So just keep on watching, comment below, let me know what else you want to see me make, and yeah, let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. We're gonna have the mise en place, meaning everything in its place. So we have all the ingredients, everything is listed below. And today I'm gonna be using 4 different types of mushrooms. I have Portobello, we have some Crimini, some Oyster, and Shiitake mushrooms. So we're gonna put it in the strainer and just, set it aside, wash it, let it dry. And then with the mandolin, you're gonna slice your potatoes. You want them to be really skinny. If you have the thin adjuster, definitely use that. And then you're gonna just put it in some water and let that sit aside. After that, we're gonna slice up your eggplant and the leeks. Everything I'm doing is just basically medium-sized chops, nothing too crazy. They're kind of rough chops, so just make sure to put everything in a bowl. Everything's gonna cook together, and the same if you kind of cut everything in the same portion. So after that, I'm gonna have the shallots. We're gonna chop them up, just a nice rough chop, a little bit thick slices. That's okay. It's kind of the same slices as the leeks. Then also we have the garlic. I definitely recommend that you don't buy that peeled garlic in the supermarket. It's not good for you. You're gonna have to peel them. You gotta peel them. You gotta put in the work for the garlic, Chop, chop, chop. Dice, dice, dice. Dance, dance, dance. Okay, girl. All right. So I'm putting just the leeks, shallots, garlic, all in the same bowl. Now with the eggplant, I'm gonna be cutting up all of the mushrooms. Again, rough chops. I'm not gonna be in the kitchen all day long trying to chop finely all these mushrooms. Definitely, it's a lengthy recipe, so just get ready to just work your way down and just chop those mushrooms. Throw them in the bowl. These are the only mushrooms that I took off the stem. The other mushrooms, I kind of left them on there, but yeah. After that, get a medium heat skillet going. Drizzle some olive oil, and then you're gonna cook the shallots, garlic, and leeks first. In the other pan you see in the back there, we're gonna get that going as well. So throw those in. We're basically cooking the vegetables separately, just so they cook a little faster. Okay. Do a little toss. So I'm gonna season this with some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper as well. Then in the other pan, we're gonna throw in some butter, and then just throw in the vegetables there. Let it saute a bit. And I'm adding some onion, garlic, and salt and pepper again. Onion, garlic, and powder. And also, I'm adding some dried thyme. We're going to be adding some fresh thyme, but it's good to have like different levels of flavor. So, little toss, toss, tap, tap. And now add those garlic, leeks, and shallots in. Let that cook. Lid on, butter in. Now, with that same pan we used with the garlic, we're making the roux. So, we throw in like about a tablespoon of flour along with the butter that's already been cooking. We're going to thin it out with some oat milk. I use like half a cup. Let that come to a boil, and you're gonna reach this type of ribbony, thick consistency. It's a little bit thick, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thin it out with like half a cup of beef stock. Again, a little bit more flavor as well. You're getting from the beef stock, especially with the mushrooms. I feel like it goes well. I just threw in some thyme, rosemary, let that infuse for a little bit. And then on the side, we're grating the cheeses. We have Gruyere cheese, Parm cheese, and I just threw in the rinds in the mixture, a little extra flavor. Then we have our baking dish. I'm just buttering it, getting that ready to go. We have the potatoes that we strained from its starchy water. And then you're gonna put one whole layer of potatoes. I'm gonna get that mushroom mixture, you put that on top it off with some cheese, and then repeat that layer. You want to do like just 2 layers. I feel like that's good. Last layer, you want to fill it up with the remaining cheese. One more little light layer of potatoes. Again, grate some Parmesan cheese on there too. After that, I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil, cracked black pepper, and some sea salt, and then we're gonna cover this with tin foil. We're gonna put it in the oven. We're gonna cook it for about 45 minutes in the foil, and then uncovered for about 15 minutes, just to let it brown a little bit on top. Once it's brown on top, just let it rest for like 15 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. I like to recommend maybe even having some salad on the side, or just eating it as is. Or you can even get some bread and just like mop up the juices. It's so good. It's definitely a great comfort food for the winter. Enjoy.